Hey, Broken World Entertainment, and the Oscars 2023 are upon us. And as per every single year when the nominations are announced, moaning and complaining erupt. This year's moaning and complaining campaign is brought to you by the good people of Where's All the Women? That's right. They are complaining that no woman has been nominated for Best Director this year. The Best Directing nods go to Martin McDonagh, the two Daniels who directed Everything Everywhere All at Once, Steven Spielberg, Todd Field, and Ruben Östlund, I think is how you pronounce his second name, for a movie I've never heard of called Triangle of Sadness. Never heard of it. I doubt half of you have heard of it. But it's the Oscars, so why would we have heard of it? But, as per usual, they now have the hashtag why so many men, or some dumb hashtag like that. Or is it, what? I think it's hashtag Oscars so male. I think that's what the hashtag is. And a few years ago, it was hashtag Oscars so white, because they were moaning and complaining that there wasn't enough representation in the Oscars. This, of course, came the year after all the black movies swept up everything. They're never happy. So they're complaining now that why aren't any of the women nominated for it? Well, probably because the women directed garbage. They want to know why the woman who directed The Woman King wasn't nominated, because it was a failure. And by all accounts, just not a good movie. They want to know why the woman who directed a movie called Women Talking. That's an actual movie, people. It's called Women Talking. Anyone ever even heard of it? It's all... But all this complaining and moaning comes on the back of something that they always neglect to mention. The past 2 years in the Oscars, the winners of Best Director have been women. It's very convenient that they just, it's not good enough because no woman was nominated. The women won it the last 2 years in a row. So what are you complaining about? The same way they complained and moaned and just bitched about there's no diversity. Why is there no black directors or anything like that being nominated? The following year, 12 Years a Slave came out and just ran riot on the Oscars. It won Best Picture, Best Actors, Best Costumes, and of course, Best Director, Steve McQueen. Black man. And everybody was jumping for joy and yay. And the following year, no black person won an Oscar, and they went apeshit again. But now it's the case of, hey, where's all the women directors? Why aren't you directing women? Blah blah blah. It's just like, shut up. This is basically a big celebration of each other. Pat yourself on the back, circle jerk all, yay, look how great we are. No one cares. No one cares. This doesn't affect anyone's in the real world's life. It's not going to change my life if a man or a woman wins the bloody award. It's so stupid. They just complain about anything and everything. The interesting category, however, has to be feature films for the films they've put in, because two of them, of course, having a hope, but they're in there to try and convince obviously younger viewers, hey, Look how hip and cool and with it we are. Look what we've nominated. Here's the nominations for Best Film. All Quiet on the Western Front, which apparently is great. It's a German war film. Avatar: The Way of Water. There's your first. Hey, look how cool and hip we are. The Banshees of Inisherin. Elvis. Everything Everywhere All at Once, which will probably be the winner. The Feeblemans. Tar. Top Gun Maverick, which of course is what everybody will be going, that should win it, but it's obviously the Oscars bait and switch, really. It's the look what we nominated, but it hasn't got a hope. Triangle of Sadness, again, there's that film I've never heard of, and of all movies that somehow managed to get nominated for Best Film, Women Talking. Good God. But the women won 2 years in a row, and now the 1 year that they don't get nominated because they've just put out garbage, even though one of the films has been nominated, they're not happy. They just want to go on the old Karen train of, we want to speak to the manager. The Oscars. Does anyone care? The only reason the Oscars even had the numbers it had last year is because of the Will Smith slap. If that didn't happen, it would have been the worst viewed Oscars in history. Something this one most likely will be, because Will Smith won't be at it. So I don't think there's going to be any slap heard around the world this year. Anyway, the Oscars 2023 nominations are in. Nobody cares except the women and the whole wokeism that's in Hollywood. When there are black people and gay people nominated, get stuffed. Just get out there, take your little award and shut up. Anyway, I'll leave it there for this one. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.